Picture the automotive industry in 10 years. We will have depleted a large amount of our current energy sources. This prediction stems primarily from the existing data of the current usage of fossil fuels in combination with the predicted increase in energy use and population. Renewable energy use is going to grow along with the demand for coal and natural gas. We also assume that people will be more conscious of the impact of their choices, however, and therefore more fuel efficient. Our predictions for future energy sources include the use of nuclear energy, geothermal energy, solar energy, hydroelectric energy, and tidal power energy. Advances in technology surrounding electric cars and solar panels will make them less expensive and much more common. We believe that most cars that people are driving in 10 years will still run on gasoline, but we believe the majority of the new models that are made will be run by electric energy or possibly even solar energy. One special company has begun constructing a gigafactory in Nevada, which by 2020 will produce more lithium-ion cells than the entirety of the world did in 2013. Any guesses? It's not General Electric, nor is it Apple or Google. We're talking about Tesla Motors. Tesla is headquartered and produces their products in California, though they are recently expanding their manufacturing into the Netherlands. Their mission? To accelerate the shift towards sustainable transportation and energy consumption. Their means of doing it? Hire the best and brightest, as well as the most innovative. In automotive, their vehicles are not only some of the most energy efficient, but also some of the best performing and safest in their class. They recently launched the Model X in 2015, the world's first fully electric SUV, soon to be followed by the lower cost Model 3. They have also developed an expertise in autopilot systems, all for servicing for their vehicles as well as financing. Their network of supercharger vehicle charging stations, which can juice up vehicles in minutes, is growing across multiple continents. Furthermore, their Powerwall products, smart home batteries which charge themselves with solar panels, are growing in popularity. Also noteworthy, they have a strategic partnership with Panasonic, which lowers their costs associated with lithium-ion battery packs. They sell their products through their own sales and service networks and hope that the benefits they receive from their distribution centers will allow them to improve their overall customer experience, the speed of product development, and the capital efficiency of their business. One way for a company to gain a strategic edge is to operate in a blue ocean. Companies that are able to do this succeed in creating uncontested market spaces, effectively making their competition irrelevant. Rather than competing over existing demand, they create and capture new demand. By doing so, blue ocean strategists break the value-cost trade-off. They have the potential to become both low-cost and differentiated. In many ways, Tesla Motors is operating in a blue ocean. By manufacturing a vehicle with zero carbon emissions, both luxurious and energy efficient, they are defying the norm for electric vehicles. Their customers save money in fuel costs, which also have a high performance car. Tesla attacks non-customers of the traditional automobile and electric automobile market. There are people ready to jump ship from electric cars, people that are fed up with their lack of performance. It also includes people consciously choosing against electric vehicles, not feeling as though they provide enough value in their lack of features or luxury. Lastly, Tesla captures unexplored customers who never even thought they wanted an electric vehicle. Blue ocean companies eliminate and create. Tesla entirely eliminates customers' reliance on fuel efficiency, as well as dealerships, using an innovative company-owned store and service center model. They also eliminate carbon emissions and the need for oil, power steering fluid, various filters, and other messy traditional auto essentials. Contrarily, Tesla creates by introducing some of the world's first electric sports cars and electric SUVs. They also create a unique vehicle charging system, as well as vehicle charging stations. Successful companies need to be forward-thinking, and forward-thinking companies need to be realistic. With that being said, Tesla must anticipate possible missteps in the future to be prepared, the marshmallows on top of their spaghetti towers. If they can do this adequately, then they will thrive. Like any new advancement in technology, they are guaranteed to run into problems throughout the process. Despite their glamorous prospects, many have criticized the company's negative cash flows in recent years due to their heavy investments in potential growth opportunities. They had an operating net loss of over $888,000 in 2015, despite steadily increasing revenues. Lastly, their raw material costs are subject to fluctuations, and their whole business model rests on the shifting but perhaps unpredictable attitudes of the public towards electric vehicles. The biggest concern is guaranteeing that this new product will attract new customers. The world is currently driven by oil, and while they are predicting that this will change in 10 years, they cannot be certain. As of now, the market for electric cars is only about 1%. The issue has been taken into deep consideration, but there is no reason to be worried. Tesla's electric car is supposed to go into full effect 10 years from now. As technology increases faster and faster each day, they can assure that the world will want to shift to more fuel-efficient means of transportation by then. When people are exposed to the cost and environmental benefits of owning an electric car, the market demand will drastically increase. This occurs in just about every aspect of technological innovation, especially in a blue ocean strategy. A new product hits the market that has never been seen before. Then, as more and more exposure occurs, everybody who's anybody begins using the new product. Tesla's electric car will be no exception to this pattern. Due to the currently low market for electric cars, it is understandable that the limited amount of charging stations available to power these vehicles is another problem that exists. According to the Department of Energy, there are only 10,000 publicly available electric vehicle chargers nationwide that compete with about 114,000 gas stations. In areas that are not big with electric vehicle markets, such as the Midwest, there is a complete lack of charging stations, making road trips nearly impossible. Cal Langton, the director of Global Electric Vehicle Infrastructure for Tesla Motors, discussed the challenge of developing charging infrastructure. He says, "The challenges we face in driving sales, multi-unit dwellings, driving habits, and infrastructure needs, they are challenges all around the U.S. We have to adopt our infrastructure policy to meet the needs of consumers." When gas-powered vehicle owners see the increase in availability of electric vehicle charging stations, they may be more likely to purchase an electric car in the future, especially with the world moving towards a focus on clean energy. For Tesla Motors to thrive and succeed in the future, they must continue to develop their blue oceans. They may primarily do this by cutting customer costs while offering more customer value. This may be done by offering even more differentiated models at even more affordable prices, perhaps offering more financing options for customers. Their forthcoming Model 3 affordable car is a great start. It will also be key for Tesla to continue developing new and innovative products. Their home batteries are creating their own blue ocean, and this may be a fantastic source of income in the future. It is also important to realize how the industry will develop and that many of their largest expenses are behind them, starting up their business and charging station network. At this point, the most advantageous efforts for Tesla may be to do their best at facilitating industry growth through aggressive advertising and promotion.